welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. Let's do a little Voyager Tarot to get our day going. It is February 19th. It's trash day where I am. I think. Right? Yeah. Hey, chill the fuck out. This deck is ginormous for my hands. So, I'm going to... Hey! It's like everybody knows when I hit record. And they start acting dumb. Angel, Marley. Oh, that's right, Marley. Marley literally just bowed down to her. She's pregnant. Okay. Hi, everybody. I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh my god, my bangs are gonna be all over. No, I woke up like this. I just brushed it. Wow. It's not really my vibe, but whatever. I know I can't stop talking about my hair. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let me just shuffle this side one more time. Happy birthday to all the Pisces. Last always. Certainly not least. Okay. First up, oh, nice. Fortune. It was in reverse, but we're just gonna ignore that. Okay? Hierophant. Hierophant is like the masculine aspect of a high priestess. So, you know, like a wise one, warlock energy, if you will. Woman of Cups, Rejoicer. This is all about emotions. Being steady in your emotions at that aspect or point. Nine of Crystals, narrowness. There may be some limitations keeping you from this. It may be within your own ability to have emotional stability while learning new things. Do you get like mad when presented with new information or something? Just reading the cards. Woman of Crystals, Guardian. So this is all about mental energy. So we have mental and emotional balance here with both the women. So like feminine or yin aspects of self. Finding balance within that. Not allowing this narrowness to keep you from what is yours. Right? Because remember, it did come out reverse. But as the first card in reverse, that just speaks to how the other cards are impacting this and how we can make this upright. That's our fortune. It's important. Also, the Hierophant is card 5, and this is 10. So Hierophant, the number 5 in numerology, is all about change, and 10 is about completion. So what things within our mental and emotional energy are we limiting ourselves? Do we need to make pivots or change? I love this deck of cards. This was my very first tarot deck when I first got back into tarot. I got this tarot deck from a little mystical shop in Prescott, Arizona, right on the square, if you've ever been to Prescott. And it was like after like almost a decade. I don't know if it was that long, but it was, yeah, it was like a decade since I had my first experience with tarot, which is when my family like made sure I got locked up and shit because I was a fool. I was a child. what aspects of us, maybe this is also speaking to healing our inner child, which has been coming through a lot lately, especially watching what's happening to children, and how evil acts are still being carried out on this next generation when, a lot of us have done everything to prevent that from happening, and it's just happening. That can really trigger the way we feel about things, which can lead to this narrowness, right? So whatever inner child healing is still present, whatever ways in which the little one inside you is begging you to support them or to show up for them, ultimately I feel like that is the key to finding this balance within our emotional and mental well-being, leading to, again, this fortune, right? I think getting into a state of like childlike wonder, when learning about new things, like critically thinking about things, not just accepting everything you learn or hear as truth, but allowing yourself to explore information and decide whether or not it's something that you resonate with, is something that we can also do. Approach things with this childlike curiosity and wonder, as well. And also look out for the little ones in our lives. Become those safe adults that we really needed when we were young, right? And 20 times space. So 20. It's like a double completion. Interesting. It's an interesting photo. I like these collages. Monument Valley is here if you see that 3 times. So anyway, whatever you are, whatever process you're in, whatever balance you are finding, whether it's just with yourself or with another, there's not really another aspect here. This does seem like a reading for self. Allow the time and space for you to do this process. Okay? And this is also speaking to like expansiveness, expansion within different dimensions and time. If you haven't watched a video about Earth's request, it was a few weeks ago, but it was all about like the Fibonacci sequence and thinking about time in a more cyclical spiral nature versus like a linear way. Maybe this reading can take you over there, maybe if that resonates with you, because this narrowness, like look at the different photos here. This narrowness is very much line energy. We even have a cross or like an X, so like perpendicular, right? Like railroad tracks, intersections. Either way, it's very straight. Where this aspect is very all over the place, right? And there's even this, like, I don't know if it's a snake or not, but there's like this little blurb here. It kind of looks like a snake, like a head of a snake. I think my son's awake. I'm gonna have to go get him. But yeah, just take the time and space you need and do your best to expand whatever that means for you. Like, look at this card. It's so... There's Earth, nature, Jupiter, roller coasters, an airplane, statues, gold, a whole lot of symbology I don't understand, but it's there. So like, yeah, give yourself the time you need to get to a space. And remember that fortune doesn't necessarily mean your bank account is, you know, ginormous. It does mean, though, oh wow, I just had an epiphany about something. It does mean that, you know, being in a mindset of abundance or having abundance is also what's already within you. The skills, talents, things that you enjoy, that make you feel passionate, that's all abundance. That's abundance energy. Because anything that is not lack, not victimhood, not pure evil is more on the abundance side of things. So remember to not fall into traps of lack, right? How that fortune card came out initially in the upside down. That means that there's an imbalance. So do your best to take your time and allow yourself to receive, both from yourself and from outside of yourself and from like whatever it is that you believe in. Alright? Have a good one.